Oh, not crash.
Surprise! Another steering wheel video. This wheel here is the, what is it called again? Fanatec Clubsport V2 Limited Edition F1 2020 steering wheel. That's a really long name, but long story short, this is a cosmetically different version of the steering wheel Fanatec usually sells in their V2 Clubsport package. And they just so happened to release a limited edition version of it, which is orange and black, for the launch of Formula 1 2020. The story on how I got this wheel is a little bit unusual. But before we get started about this wheel, I did want to update you guys that my situation has been resolved with Fanatec. If you haven't followed the previous video, I got my steering wheel back. They're sending me button caps for that steering wheel. They actually reached out on YouTube and left a comment, which was super cool. And I also got a refund on my shipping for the warranty. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this wheel looks like and kind of how it compares to the blue regular Fanatec Clubsport wheel, and also how it compares to my F1 wheel, to see, like, you know, what are the big differences and if it's really worth upgrading, because this bad boy costs about $500. And yeah, when I mentioned that it was kind of weird getting this because it was hard to get. So when Fanatec opened up the pre-orders for this wheel, it literally broke their website. I tried to purchase it like right as it came out, and it was like I was buying Jordans pretty much. The website was janky, it could barely load, and sometimes it would load, but it would load like in a super weird format and you couldn't see anything. And it was weird because I had friends that were able to access the website and they were able to order this wheel like without any problem. And so I don't know what it was. I tried on my computer, I tried on my phone, I tried Wi-Fi, I tried 4G, and it just didn't work. But I ended up ordering this wheel by actually remotely logging on to my friend's computer using WebEx. And so I used his web browser to log into my Fanatec account. And then from there, I just placed in an order for the wheel. And a couple months later, here it is. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm really curious to see what this thing looks like. That does not come with the CSL wheel that I have, which are stickers. So it's there's a bunch of different stickers on my wheel. I have actual button caps, whereas here, oh, there's a lot of, so like this is a colored sticker sheet, and these are clear white stickers. You probably can't see that. But these include, like, I see like the PlayStation button, so there's like an X, a triangle, L3. That's interesting. So this is another set. And then right here, at first glance, these stickers look actually really well done, like really high quality stickers. But this right here, this is why we're all here. Wow. Wow. Here it is. Wow, look at that. Forged carbon pedals. Huh. So the throw, the distance of travel for the paddles is a lot shorter than on my steering wheel. On my steering wheel, there's actually a lot more movement that happens to pull a shift. I don't know which one I like better. So let's test it out. Right here, I have my CSL F1 Elite wheel, and here I got the Clubsport V2 wheel. So I already took out the pin, and now I'm going to take out my CSL wheel, which is like the easiest thing ever. You just gotta pull, release. Let's see. Then we gotta make sure this stuff gets aligned properly. Bam, there we go. I love this part. Oh, see, my wheel doesn't have this stuff here. But yeah, let's see if it's really worth the money. One thing I didn't mention earlier was that this leather part of the wheel is better than the Alcantara that's on my current wheel, mainly for the reason that I have to wear gloves when I use Alcantara. Otherwise, it wears down super fast. Whereas the current track I've been working on in Singapore, the try it and dry. I spent about 5 hours yesterday on Singapore trying to learn the track for the first time because it's the next track in my league. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these buttons, I won't even be able to use them. So, I don't know, yeah. This wheel does look like 1,000 times better. Like, when I first got my CSL wheel, I was like, wow, this thing's beautiful. But now that I'm looking at it after looking at this Clubsport one, it's like, oh man, that thing looks so basic. But, I mean, who cares what your wheel looks like, right? Right? Unless you're gonna put it up on a wall. But, I don't know. This one looks good. Let's see, gonna load my car setup. Another thing I forgot to mention is that when I bought this wheel, it included a copy of Formula 1 2020, the game, which is about to come out in about a week from now. And I was gonna have to buy that game either way. So really, you know, the game is, whoa. Yeah, the way these pedals feel is good. The shifts are a lot snappier. That's for sure. But otherwise, as I'm driving, you know, it's the same thing. I don't know. I think I might like my wheel better. Like my fingers are stretched out a lot farther. Like if it makes any sense, like it's hard to talk while I'm driving. Try to, not crash. Oh, I always fuck that section up. I'm supposed to take it flat out. Yeah, so the distance, like I have to put, my fingers are stretched out farther to grab the pedal compared to my steering wheel. Actually, I wonder if that's something, no, it doesn't look like it can be adjusted. But I don't know, it could be that I'm just used to my wheel.
I'm sure this will be fine. You know, if you bought this, it wouldn't be a big complaint, but I definitely felt the difference. So, you know, I gotta bring it up. But otherwise, you know, like, I think the conclusion is this. If you can use the functions on the steering wheel, such as the knobs and the dials, you know, all of this stuff. Basically, if you play on PC, this wheel is totally worth it. It's a huge upgrade from the CSL wheel because you have a lot more functions, and especially if you play different games. Like, I know iRacing, for example, has a lot of different things you can do or ways you can control your car. So this wheel is like 100% worth it. Considering the fact that I paid, you know, that I got F1 2020 with this wheel, you know, the price is only $440, so it's worth it. You know, it's a good buy in that aspect. I wouldn't feel bad, and it looks pretty good. But for me, myself, I'm still mostly playing on PS4, and I still think $440 is a lie, considering, you know, like my upgrade. I would probably get the what is it called, the load brake cell first, and I would want to upgrade my seat at some point before I invest in a new steering wheel, because it's not something that I need. This is more of a want than a need. But looks good. I'll give it that. It looks good. Looks great. All right. Thanks, guys. Catch you in the next one.